My goal with every single interview I do is to be completely as honest and real as I can be, because I don't want the world to think that I'm somebody I'm not.
From slight irritations to times he went full-blown nuclear. Join me as I show you times Shawn Mendes got really angry.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video.
7. The Hot Ones Challenge. Let's start out with one that is a light angry one, okay? I'm sure you've all heard of the Hot Ones Challenge by now, but if somehow you haven't, here is the gist of it. You go onto the show, first on YouTube, now on TV, and you're given some very spicy wings and some very spicy sauce, and you're to eat the wings without vomiting or quitting.
I literally didn't even hear your question. It's so hot.
The intense power of these wings can bring out the worst in people, and that includes Shawn Mendes. And even he admitted that he succumbed to its power. Not that he did anything untoward per se, but the singer is usually very careful about what he says when he's on camera or in front of a crowd. And yet, when he was in the Hot Ones Challenge, he couldn't help but get a bit vulgar.
Holy shit. That's insane. You've never seen me like this before. I feel like I can't control anything.
By his own admission, people don't see him get vulgar, and that's what made it so funny. Now, was he really angry with the hot wings and sauce? Technically, no. But when you have incredibly spicy stuff in your mouth and it doesn't go away no matter what you do or drink.
You know, stand up for a sec, I'm sorry.
Take a lap, it's all good. It's all good.
I can't sit there for very long.
Then yeah, you're going to get a little miffed. Mendes did apologize for his language, and you can bet that he thought twice before going and doing something like this again, because now the Hot Ones crew knows he's susceptible to things like this, and that can cause a whole new level of pain and angry should he have come back. 6. Orientation. When it comes to celebrities like Mendes, one of the things that they hate most of all is probing questions about their life that continue to get asked until they answer it. We see this all the time with celebrity couples, but in this current day and age, one of the things that keeps getting asked is your orientation. Are you straight? Are you gay? Are you bi?
He's my boyfriend. Oh, I love him so.
If a celebrity hasn't made it clear, it gets asked all the time until they do. Getting asked once? Yeah, sure, that's fine. But getting pestered over it? That can make you very angry. And that's exactly what happened with Mendes when he was questioned and pestered about his own orientation.
I took a girl out on a date, and 3 old men came up to the table and told me I was doing it wrong.
For me, it's hurtful. I get mad when people assume things about me because I imagine the people who don't have the support system I have and how that must affect them. That was why I was so angry. And you can see I still get riled up, because I don't think people understand that when you come at me about something that's stupid, you hurt so many other people. They might not be speaking, but they're listening. This is a very unique and well thought out way of displaying the frustration you feel over this. And he's right, no matter what he replies, people are listening. And I would go so far as to say that people aren't just listening, they're waiting to see how he replies, so they can capitalize on it. This is one of the darker sides about celebrity life, the constant microscope of the media. And that can make anyone angry. 5. The Angry Shawn Meme. In the internet age that we live in, there are certain things that the people try and do in order to immortalize you. And one of the most unflattering things at times is getting a meme made of yourself. Now, I'm sure some of you will go, not all memes are bad. And it's true. There are plenty of celebrity memes that meant to be good, clean fun, or help accentuate a situation. But you know as well as I that a few of them are very much mean celebrity memes. And one happened to Shawn Mendes in a way he didn't expect. In short, he was caught on camera looking very angry. Like in a way that his eyes are saying, "You do not want to mess with this at all." The meme naturally caught on fire, and Shawn Mendes fans happily used it to poke fun at the singer who was known as one of the nicest guys in music. Eventually, Mendes himself confronted this on a talk show. I saw this photo of mine from 2 days ago, and I looked so angry. My eyes are rolled back in my head. As for why he looked angry, or why he was that angry at all, I don't know. I guess I got out of the car and I was really upset about something. After being asked, jokingly, whether it was because he needed the toilet, Shawn said, "Yeah, I probably needed to pee. But I think every photo of me that I'm not ready for, I have my eyes rolling back in my head. It's possible, and I bet if we took pictures of some of you in your daily lives, when you weren't expecting a camera, you'd have angry eyes as well. Just comes with the territory. Am I right?" 4. The airport incident. Okay, this one isn't so much of an angry one as a stress and anxiety situation, but it's one that definitely deserves to be on the list. You see, as we noted earlier, Shawn Mendes is known as one of the nicest guys in music, and one of the biggest reasons for that is because of his relationship with his fans. He loves his fans, and his fans love him.
Oh, we have something for you.
Yeah.
There's like a couple things I have for you. These are tickets to, because the tour sold out. I know they're hard to get tickets. So I have this guitar for you. No! And if there's like a pen. Oh yeah, there's something here. All right, this is for you.
However, there is a limit that should be applied to how much fans adore him. At an airport one time, he had come off of a plane and was immediately swarmed by fans trying to get autographs and pictures of him. Now, at most points in time, it's fair to think that Shawn would be more than willing to help these fans.
It's not hard to 45 seconds to put on a smile for somebody.
But if you were to take a look at his face, you'd see that he was clearly not feeling 100%. He was stressed, and he had some clear anxiety going on. Yet the fans either didn't or wouldn't acknowledge this, and thus kept pressing him for pics and autographs. He even went on repeatedly to ask them to let him through because he wanted to get home, even telling the fans that they weren't listening to him, which they weren't. Usually something like this would turn fans against Shawn, but instead, the true fans rallied for him, noting that he was still a person, and not just a celebrity, that he needs to be given his space and be allowed to be alone when he needs to be or wants to be. 3. The Billboard story. Another one of the dark side of celebrity life elements is interviews. While most interviews are fine and tame, and are only asking to get information for things like upcoming movies and shows and such, there are some interviews that will drive you mad by how personal they try and get.
Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Sometimes they'll ask questions that are literally meant to get controversial. For Shawn Mendes, his controversial interview came from an unexpected place, Billboard. He was on their cover once and had a very detailed story written about him via interviews, where he talked about his music, his life, and more. And of course, he talked about his fans and their connection with him. One of the things he talked about was how he has to be sure he acts a certain way with his fans, which is very basic in celebrity life. However, Billboard almost went out of their way to put in sections about how Shawn said that his fans don't really know him, and they focused on that part rather than the parts where Shawn said he loves his fans more than anything, and he wouldn't be here without them. When the story came out, and Shawn found out about it, he was furious. He noted on Twitter that he didn't say the things that Billboard quoted him as saying, and that parts he did say he noted were out of context, and key parts of the interview were left out. He then went on a massive apologizing spree, because he didn't want his fans to think that he didn't love them when he clearly did. That kind of media misrepresenting has killed careers before, and so it's not surprising that Mendes was not happy about what happened. 2. The tomato. Okay, this particular moment is all Mendes' fault, and he knows it. You see, during a random time on Twitter, he went and noted that he hated tomatoes. So much so that he said that tomatoes ruin everything. A bold statement, and one that clearly shows the anger that he has toward the popular food item. You can almost feel the anger in the tweet. You can hear the sarcasm, right? Good. Anyway, that tweet right there gave all sorts of shows and talk shows, and more, all the ammunition they need to go after Shawn in all the ways that matter. And while you can bet he wasn't furious about being made fun of because of his hatred for tomatoes, you can bet he was miffed that he was put on the spot for various things. He was forced to apologize to tomatoes on one show.
I, Shawn Mendes.
I, Shawn Mendes.
Love tomatoes.
Love tomatoes.
Perfect.
And on the Jonathan Ross show, he was told to eat a tomato in front of everybody, and you could see the cringe when he bit into it, proving that he honestly doesn't like tomatoes. That's what you get for venting on the internet and thinking no one would care. It's the internet. We all care. 1. The tweet. This one is rather simple, but it's definitive proof that Shawn Mendes can get really angry. As we noted at the beginning of the video, Shawn rarely uses language in regards to expressing himself. He's capable of it, like in the Hot Ones video, but he prefers not to use it in public, especially in social media. But in 2013, Mendes went on Twitter and asked the question that honestly, all of us have asked at one point in time or another. What the F is wrong with people? Now obviously, we can't tell why he wrote that tweet, but it's clear that he saw, or heard, or was part of something that caused that very angry reaction. And that proves definitively that even he has a boiling point that can explode. So, what do you think? What do you think of these times that Shawn Mendes got angry for one reason or another? Can you blame him for the various reasons that he got angry? Do you think that he should have kept his cool and just rolled with the punches? Or do you think he was in the right to get angry in these situations? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.